if you're going to use AI to streamline your operations, and who doesn't, you have to.
Yeah,
that's you got to start with the data and making sure that's correct. Am I correct on that, Jamie?
You're absolutely right.
This is the old garbage in, garbage out thing, isn't it?
It really is. I mean, as we discussed in a previous Trade Buzz around data management, this is the same thing. It has an impact on AI. Artificial intelligence does an amazing job of being able to standardize activities and do searches and sorts and arranging data and pulling information. But if the data on the front end is poor quality, AI is going to create a poor quality result. I see many instances where companies their part number is the description. So they've got part number 1, 2, 3, 4, and their description is part number 1, 2, 3, 4. AI doesn't know what part number 1, 2, 3, 4 is, right? I mean, maybe possibly if you've got it stored somewhere else what that is, but on your documentation it should reflect that. And so, and also many times customers will have systems where they don't use, the correct nomenclature for their products within it. So, a bolt and a washer and a nut and all that and a screw, they might just put fastener, of some sort inside of their system and not give the details that are necessary to get the right information. So AI is going to give you bad data.
It makes sense. AI doesn't know this stuff, and it's almost like talking to an 8-year-old.
Yeah.
To an extent,
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, to that point, who do you start with? In terms of, if you're going to be looking at this, who in your company do you have to get involved?
You have to start from the very beginning. And the key thing, I think, is working with your engineering team. Usually your engineering or your product development team, or possibly your procurement and sourcing team, if you're just a distributor and not necessarily a manufacturer, is working with them to make sure at the very beginning, when you do a new product introduction and you're putting that new part number and the new description in the system, what is the standard? You need to have a standard set up that is, committed to from the top of the organization to the bottom of the organization, that every new part is going to go in with all the necessary details that are required.
Makes sense.
Getting as early on in that process is going to be the most important thing. And also making sure that compliance is involved at that early stage. Working with those teams to make sure that as things change, because as we all know, the regulations are changing, the tariffs are changing, and what information is required is constantly changing. And so AI is great to help with all of that information, but it's got to have a good source.
Yeah. Boy, it sounds like you have to start from almost square one. If you're going to involve AI, you've got to, in terms of what, your process and who's getting involved. And
yeah, and I worked previously for, this is not just a new thing, right? This AI didn't actually create this problem. This problem's existed forever. AI is just kind of it's exacerbating the problem. But I worked at a previous company where we would have HRD, DRV for hard drive, and some people would write hard drive and some people would just put HD. Well, systematically it's hard, prior to AI to be able to figure out what that was. So, I worked with this company. What we did was worked with the engineering team. We came up with, these are the standard abbreviations. These are the requirements of the technical specifications that need to be included in every description. And so this was 20 years ago, long before AI was really a thing. We were able to automate the vast majority of the classifications within the system just by normalizing and standardizing those front-end details. Now, if you work for a huge retailer that's bringing everything in the kitchen sink, this company was just computers and peripherals, so it was a little simpler to do. The universe wasn't so great, but the same applies. And the more information you're allowed to provide on the front end, AI does an amazing job of assigning classification, doing the work, if the details are there.
I'm curious, does Vigilant help a company like, okay, here's step one, get your engineers in a room, get that language normalized? I mean, do you come up with a process for them to make it sort of easier anyway?
Yeah, our team, as a managed services group, we really focus on that classification component. That's a key area of our business. And one of the things we definitely want to do is work with your teams to standardize those. Because again, if we're classifying, you're classifying, or AI is classifying, that core data has to be accurate from the beginning. So yes, definitely we can assist, and if not us, we can definitely refer you to the right people to do so.